Alright guys, we're back. I'm sure many of you, after you watched the last video, know the truck did not get ruined. I'm extremely thrilled with how it turned out with the BDS lift and the 35s. Plenty more videos to come with that, but today we have gotten some parts in the mail. We've got the Rancho steering stabilizer for the 15 LML, and we also have the COGNITO PISK kit, which is the idler arm and pitman arm support brackets. Got these for a pretty good price off of the Duramax forum. Got them shipped to the house under $300, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. I know I got the BDS kit, but the steering stabilizer was like $100 from BDS, and it was, I believe, like $54 for the Rancho, so I went that way. Plus, that one can be flipped back and forth. I know some of you have done some research that when you have the steering stabilizer and the pitman arm support brackets and the idler arm support bracket, they can conflict with each other and actually bust the steering stabilizer itself. Sorry guys, it's gotten a little windy here. So we're filming with a new mic and camera setups to try and get you guys a little better quality. This is my wife's DSLR camera and a mic that I got from a buddy of mine. So what we're going to do with the Rancho, we're going to get you guys some close-up parts, view of the parts here. First we're going to do the steering stabilizer. We're going on a trip about 400 miles. We're going to drive it with just the steering stabilizer on it, see kind of what that does for the steering, and then we're going to go ahead and install the PISK kit at a later date. So this is going to be kind of a two-part video and just kind of document what that does as far as steering feel and like that, from instead of just doing both at one time and basing our decision off of that. So hopefully you guys find this information good, and hopefully, I know there's not a whole lot of videos out there about steering stabilizers, and they're not super difficult to install, but hopefully this gives some people some good information, make it nice and easy, and realize how easy it is to install one of these. So we'll get you guys some close-up shots of the parts, and we'll go from there. We'll go get it installed. Alright guys, this is probably upside down to you, but I'm going to do the best that I can here with what we've got here for this quick little setup. Just want to do a quick overview of what these parts are. This is the Rancho RS5417 steering stabilizer. When you get this stabilizer, it comes with the bolt for the center link side of the mount. It does not come with the bolt for the side that's going to take and hook into, I believe that's the just one of the cross member brackets in there. There's two ears on the tab down there to run a bolt through. So I had a bolt laying around. I think this one might be a little too long. I've got several others laying over there in my toolbox, so hopefully we'll have one that fits. If not, we'll just run to the store and get one. Like I was talking about before, where I was saying with the COGNITO PISK kit and a steering stabilizer, this is going to be on your driver's side part where the two ears are going into the frame. The benefit why I went with the Rancho is this is removable. So we're going to knock this little shim, whatever you want to call this, out of here, and we're going to install it on this side over here so that we can essentially flip this bracket so that this will be on the driver's side and that pitman arm brace will not come in contact like it would if this were on the driver's side portion of the truck. So I did want to make a note of that. I'll show you that when we get up underneath the truck when we go to install this. It's really pretty quick. It's just 2 bolts to put this in. We will go over the contents of the COGNITO PISK kit when we go to install that one, so hang tight guys. We're going to run over to the lift that I have access to. We're going to throw the truck up on the lift, get you guys a little B-roll footage of putting this thing up on the rack, and we'll get underneath the truck. We'll get this thing knocked out, and we'll put it on there and hopefully give you guys a quick demonstration on the way over there of what this kind of will do as far as the bump steer that it's supposedly supposed to eliminate with the truck. Try to give you actually an over-exaggerated demonstration just for display purposes. So Alright guys, we're in the truck. We got the steering stabilizer stuck up in here. We got the bushings flipped around. You guys can see, here's the hole for the center link. It's going to be this side of the steering stabilizer, and then the other side, here's the two tabs on the frame rail that I was talking about earlier that we're going to go ahead and put it in. So we're going to go ahead and throw you guys over in time-lapse mode. Alright guys, there it is, all installed, everything's all tight, everything's got Loctite on it. So we'll take it down off the lift here and take it for a ride and see if it's improved the bump steer on the steering wheel or not. Alright guys, try to show you a little over-exaggeration of what bump steers. See how the steering wheel is kind of jumping all over the place? I know I'm not hanging on to it real good, but that's kind of what, if you're going down the road, you hit a pretty good bump, the steering wheel will dart all over the place like that. I know this is on a gravel driveway, but that's kind of what happens in an on-road situation at a little bit higher speed. So that's what the steering stabilizer is supposed to eliminate and cut down on that jolt that you're going to feel in the wheel itself. Alright guys, steering stabilizer is installed. Let's hit some bumps here. I'm not hanging onto the wheel super tight. Doesn't seem to be jumping as much as it was. Definitely took some of the jolting out of the steering wheel that was there, and it does feel somewhat tighter than it did before. There's not quite as much play in the steering wheel as there was. So we'll report back in the next video after we get a little more miles on it and see how it's doing. Then we'll go ahead and install the COGNITO Pitman arm and idle arm support brackets and see how she goes from there. Stay tuned guys.